So is there a roadblock that you have overcome, which led to you now trusting him? And again, the emotions are always going to be there. It's not like whenever we meet a roadblock or an obstacle, it's going to be okay. It's good. No, it's still going to be painful or frustrating, right? But and again, it's a process. So in order for us to fully trust him, it's a process that we have to go through, whether purification, trial and error, right? But is there a roadblock from your past, a certain situation, circumstance that you overcame that led you to fully trusting him, and no matter what roadblock you come across now?
Like a sickness or like a fire from a job, and you were like, man, how am I gonna work? Or like,
Yeah.
like,
Well, I believe it has to do like family. Since whenever the pandemic started, maybe a little bit before, because I still live with my parents.
Yeah.
So my dad is like the main provider. Yes, we all have jobs, but he's like the main one. It was just like he had nothing because he's in construction, so there was nothing, like nada, nothing. And it was a blessing to be able to have a job, even though it was online for me, but I still had it. And it was just like the bills got paid, there was food at the table, the house got paid. It was just like nothing was happening in our house. Like everything was getting, like we were worried. We were like, oh my God, we're gonna lose the house. What are we gonna do? But the Lord provided through that hardship. And also like in that time, at my job, they were doing a lot of changes, moving people around to other campuses. They were basically redrawing like the lines of the district. I don't know. And they told us, they were like, a lot of you guys are gonna get moved, and some of you guys are probably not even gonna have a job. I was like, oh my God. Like, I'm like, no, Lord, like you put it in me to study to be a teacher. You placed me in this school.
man,
You can't allow me to not have a job, And I was comfortable in that school. The people were good. It was friendly. The kids were good. The parents were awesome. And then I was one of the ones that was like, oh well, they're gonna move you. Oh my God. I was like, no, I'm gonna go somewhere new. I don't know anybody. I don't like change. So I was like, no, depressed. I would go home every day, cry. I had never cried over my job, but that time it was like, for me, it was like, oh my God, they don't want me here. It was like a rejection, and they didn't even have control over it. Like my principal had no control over it. It was the higher ups. But I was devastated for a while, for like the rest of the school year actually, because it was like mid school year when they told us this.